Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
Well, I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions, but that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Brady. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
no surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 26 yards. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. Brady's going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Brady now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, He likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing again is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
On 4th down, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Watson on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field in Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Again, it's Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, that's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit as they run up.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
go for it. It's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. There's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 22 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Hey, check it. Alert! Check it, reload!
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Brissett on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett, he's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Brady buying time to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And my goodness, another interception. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Airing this one out for Evans. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
After the interception, here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. 30, past the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. And when you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like. That partner, decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And Watson's going to throw it here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
On an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Cover!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Brady got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And my goodness, another interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players